With me here is the former BBC weather broadcaster Michael Fish. Now, I'm sure you are sick to death of being asked about what happened in 1987 when you said there was not a hurricane on the way just before the Great Storm hit. But I bring it up only because it's relevant today. We're hearing such severe warnings about flooding. The Environment Agency saying there's actually a threat to life. The flooding is going to be so severe. And although property's been damaged, actually most people have been pretty safe. Are they in danger of crying wolf, do you think?
Well, there have been several people that have lost their lives, as a matter of fact. No, I don't think so too. I'd much rather have a warning and it not happen than not have a warning at all. And I've not had any feedback to say that there's been, too many warnings that have not come off. In fact, I think they've done remarkably well.
I mean, I asked because I was in Great Yarmouth myself about 3 weeks ago when the first of these storms hit. And the Environment Agency then were saying, look, we told you a couple of years ago there was going to be a serious storm and it wasn't as bad as we predicted, but we really mean it this time. It really is going to be severe. Evacuate your homes. And in that particular part of the country, once again, it wasn't as bad as predicted. So people will get complacent soon, won't they?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm not an expert on flood forecasting. I don't know how they do it. I mean, weather forecasting, yes. And in the last few years, that's become so much more accurate that all these storms have been adequately predicted 5 or more days in advance. That's really good. And
as the meteorologists
as a
doing their job
speaking,
accurately.
yes, as against the Department of Environment. But I think they've been doing a very good job at all. I certainly couldn't forecast when floods are going to occur and where they're going to occur. But they've done remarkably well, and they have saved property, and I'm sure they've saved lives.
So what's causing these storms? Why have we been battered by so many of them over the last month, and when are they going to stop?
Well, the current run of storms is due to, well, I think you've mentioned it, or you're going to mention it, the cold over Canada.
Yes.
It's been exceptionally cold there, -40, that sort of thing, whereas further south over parts of America, it's been relatively warm. And weather and winds are all about trying to spread the temperature around, even up the atmosphere. And the bigger the contrast in temperature, the stronger the winds and the stronger the jet stream. And we've had about a 200-mile-an-hour jet stream formed between those two extremes of bitterly cold and much warmer. And they've been picking up these areas of low pressure, deepening them as they come across the Atlantic and flinging them in towards the British Isles. And we have had, well, record-breaking low, the last one. The pressure was the lowest it's ever been in Western Scotland.
Stay with us for a moment, if you will, because we're going to take a look at those storms and talk to you about that.